he's just saying all the right things. Why didn't you give him those superlatives? Skip, as we say now, why didn't you give his flowers while he was there? Why are they taking you now to give him this? If you actually believe that Tom Brady could play till he was 50, why not give him a contract extension that at least took him to 45? That's 7 to 8 years less than what 50 is, Skip.
Correct.
If that's what you truly believe. You believe Tom Brady was done. That's what you believe. And you believe you can win without him. And now he's saying all these things because Tom not only left him, played unbelievable, got to and won the Super Bowl. So what else could he say? How's he supposed to, what can he say, Skip? Yeah, he played okay. Oh, no, I don't believe Tom can play till he's 50. He's already proven you wrong. All I'm saying is you had him there. It said that when you commissioned this study of what make the greats greats, from Tiger to Jordan to Kobe to him, it was love and support. Something that you didn't offer while he was there, even though you knew that's what he thrived upon. Not conflict. Love and support, which you didn't give him. Now, all of a sudden, you want to praise. There's not enough superlatives. There's not enough to talk about his career and what he's done and what he's continued to do. That's what you should have told him while he was there. You had the opportunity. It's like being married. You was in a marriage for 20 years, and neither partner told the other partner what they should have said now that we're apart that you're saying all the time. Maxwell's song, things you should have said, but we didn't say. Stop it. Coach Belichick. Like I said, Skip, if Tom says he only says 10% of what he's actually thinking, I believe Coach Belichick says 0% of what he's actually thinking.
So, genuine or calculated, in my view, it was nauseatingly calculated. It was disgustingly calculated. It was ironically calculating because he pushed the guy out the door.
Thank you.
And I remind you, once upon a time, they had a home AFC championship game against the defensive unit then called Saxonville, Jacksonville Jaguars. The Wednesday practice ahead of that game, Tom, somehow you thought he did it as a home accident. I don't know what happened, but he said he got his hand stuck on Rex Burkhead's helmet or something on a handoff. I don't know what it was. And it ripped apart his palm below his throwing thumb. It required, according to Tom, 12 stitches to close on Wednesday ahead of the Sunday sort of late afternoon game, right?
Yeah.
Not only did he play, but they were down 20-10 going to the fourth quarter, and he threw for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter in the cold with 12 stitches in the palm of his throwing hand. I have to believe that's not that easy to do. Because it's hard to control, hard enough to control a football spiral and accuracy when you don't have a bunch of stitches rising above your palm, right?
Correct.
So it's going to be a little off, but he was dead on in the fourth quarter. And I think he just did it out of sheer will to get them to yet another Super Bowl. Unfortunately, that was the Malcolm Butler Super Bowl. But the point was, post-game, first question, Bill's asked about how great was that by your quarterback? And his answer was, it wasn't exactly open heart surgery. Really?
Hold on, Skip. What about those superlatives? What about all those superlatives that you could be...
Couldn't you throw him a little bone and say, he sucked it up, toughed it out? I don't know, just throw him a little something? Just not a bouquet, but like one little flower.
A petal.
Like a little petal. One rose petal of, hey, thanks for that. You got us to another Super Bowl. He's not going to give him any credit. So what's happening right here, right now? Bill Belichick knows he's in trouble going into Sunday's game. He knows that Tom Brady, the one Brady he doesn't want to see is that psycho Tom guy who's coming in there out of his mind. Let's go! That guy. He doesn't need that guy trying to score, as you say, 50, hang half 100 on him because he's going to want to do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay? So what opportunity, what's his only hope here? It's to lay it on so thick on Tom that he just heaps more pressure on Tom to where he plays a little bit out of character. He tries too hard, maybe. He's a little off, and maybe they can hang in because the one thing they do have going for them, as we speak, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is dead last in yards passing allowed. They're allowing
338.
What is it? 338. You're right. 338. Believe it or not, that is a historically bad pace because the last year's Falcons were the all-time worst. They allowed 294. 338? Really? Would you believe the Buccaneers have a grand total of 3 sacks through 3 games? That is bottom of the list. That is dead last in the NFL.
Right.
So, again, Belichick has to be thinking, well, maybe we could outscore him, but I got to heap pressure on him. I just lay it on thick. And I've also got to try to convince everybody we wanted him to stay. Baloney.
You didn't.
It's the biggest bunch of bull ever.
Skip, if you want somebody to stay, you don't try to replace them. If you want me to stay in the corporation, Skip, you don't go get somebody to do the job that I do and then try to put them in my position. You got Jimmy Garoppolo, and you tried to trade Tom Brady and put Jimmy in the starting job. How does that tell Tom, Tom, we want you? Really? You want me that bad that you want me to replace me? Stop it, Coach Belichick. And everybody know. We're going to talk about this a little later. Tom says, I know exactly what they're being told in the meetings because I heard it for 20 years.
He did.
So you can't fool Tom Brady. Tom Brady know you full of caca. No, I already know it. So you up there trying to do all this revisionist history and how much you adore Tom Brady and how great his career is. Stop it. Because if you believe the man could play till he was 50, Skip, you could have just gave him a 3-year extension. And that way he plays till he at least 45, and then you could reevaluate it at that point in time.
You know and I know his dream was to finish his career in New England.
Yes.
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 So here's Bill Belichick. He's a 7-point underdog to Tampa Bay at home on a Sunday night game, the big stage.
When the last time Coach Belichick, a 7 point?
7-point
I don't
underdog.
know. Have they ever been a 7-point underdog in the Tom Brady era?
No, that's a good question. I don't have the answer to. I don't know, but you're
I doubt
probably
it. Not at home, Skip. Not 7 points. Maybe 2 or 3, but not 7. A touchdown at home?
I'm trying to think.
In the Brady? No, sir. No, not a touchdown. No.
Because I'm going all the way back to
when he first started.
To the playoff games. Like I was there for the Raiders game.
Right.
And the Raiders were really good that year. They were a Super Bowl caliber team. And yet I think I was surprised to find, and I'm just off the top of my head, I believe New England was favored in that game, and it shocked me because I just didn't think that much of that kid playing quarterback.
I'm trying to think of a time that Tom Brady has been a 7-point underdog, period.
You'd be hard-pressed to find it. I just don't know.
That's how good he's been for that long.
Okay, well, Belichick's roster has been depleted. Robert Kraft allowed him to throw a bunch of money at it.
Well, he depleted it.
Okay, they're 1-2, right? And they're in danger of falling to 1-3. And if they do, it's going to rain down on Belichick there because if they lose this game, especially if they lost it convincingly.
Oh, they're going to lose it convincingly.
Hey, Patriot Nation would be it'd be like, okay, that's it. And there would be some heat on Belichick on the hot seat, as in, Robert, are you sure about this? You want to keep going here?
Skip, I think the thing is, for the longest time, everything Coach Belichick did is that the fans supported because, oh, we're winning. They didn't realize that they had a guy that was behind center that was really pulling all the strings. Now, one guy was making all the moves.
Thank you.
But
agreed.
Now, all of a sudden, they're like, hold on. They look at Coach Belichick in a different light now. Tom is still the chosen one. He's God's son in their eyes, Skip. So it's hard for me to see a scenario that Coach Belichick will ever be as popular in New England as the guy that's coming back to do damage to him on Sunday.
What percentage of the fans in the stands on Sunday night at Gillette will be wearing 12 jerseys, number 12s? What percentage?
50.
I'm with you. I was just going to say, it's got to be at least half will wear their old Brady jerseys, right?
Yeah.
Because they're there to honor him. They want the Patriots to win, but they won't be unhappy if he wins.
Yeah. And Skip, the thing is, I don't know if anybody sold more jerseys because of the success that he's had with the Super Bowl logos and all that and the different uniforms, the throwbacks. Think about it. When you get a player like him, I want to say I got every jersey he got. So New England's probably come out with, 15 jerseys? And people